Hi there, today I will be talking about feminist theories within the context of tennis. These are the 5 theories that will be compared and contrasted, and all relating to the sport of tennis. First, we have liberal feminist theory. This simply states women should be and are equal to men. The theory challenges essentialist notions and the dichotomy that makes rationality equal to men and emotionality equal to the feminine and female. Obviously, those aren't true, and this is why this theory exists to eliminate that. It focuses on equal access and opportunity, and that men and women should both have the unalienable rights. In tennis, you can see that both men and women play this sport recreationally and professionally, showing that the liberal feminist theory is in action here. Radical feminist theory states that women cannot be equal to men in this specific society. The structure of society so heavily favors and is built around men that the fundamental patriarchal structure makes equal opportunity impossible for women. It's very critical of the liberal feminism theory, and you can see in tennis that media coverage for women's tennis amounts to only a fraction of the coverage that men get, showing that in this society, women are not celebrated within the sport, even though they are fantastic athletes and do play just as much as men do. The media doesn't show that. Next, we have socialist feminism theory. Simply stated, this means women cannot be equal to men within a capitalist system. Economic and cultural sources of oppression need to end before women can achieve equality. They are also very critical of the liberal feminists. You can see in tennis that women athletes are paid less than half of what men athletes are paid, meaning that they cannot have viable careers in this area because they just simply are not paid enough, when men are definitely paid plenty and have very wealthy and strong professional careers within tennis. Next, we have the Black feminist theory. This means that Black women are not equal to white women. This is a very important theory to note because all of these other theories that I'm talking about are considered white feminist theories, and this one really does hit home that the Black community, especially for women, is largely excluded and made invisible in the narration of these theories. Black women have different sites of oppression, and white feminist theories do not consider the impact of racial power that on the knowledge of feminism. In tennis, not only are women criticized for looking manly off the court because of their athletic builds, but when women of color play like Serena Williams, they are compared to animals simply because of the color of her skin, something that white women don't have to deal with, and it's something that is so prevalent for the Black community. Next, we have the critical feminist theory, simply stating that women and men need to work together in order to find equality. This theory states that gendered activities lead to celebrating toxic masculinity, and that we need to understand gender relations in order to find a place where men and women can both be celebrated and treated equally within the field of sport, for example. In tennis, because this is such a popular sport, improvement can be made if men and women work together to reach equality. We really need men to work with the women to find that area of equality and evenness within the sport. You can see, based off of all these descriptions, that there are some theories that relate more to each other than others. Radical and socialist feminism are similar in that they believe equality cannot be reached in the system that exists. They believe that major changes need to be made in order for this to happen on the systemic level. They also both criticize the liberal feminist theory. The liberal feminist theory and the critical theory relate in that they focus on working together with men to find a solution to oppression. And it's important to say that feminist theory kind of stands alone in this realm, but for a good reason. It takes a different angle and looks at the different elements of not only women, but Black women within the realm of our social worlds, especially within sport. Thank you for listening, and these are my references.